We have a release date for the Dark Quarter from Van Ryder Games and Lucky Ducks, so it's time to think about how I'm going to start painting the miniatures. Hi, I'm Julian from BoxedMeeples, and the Dark Quarter has been announced to be coming in February 2025. It's not quite 2024 like we were promised, but it does mean it's on the horizon and it'll be coming to our tables in the not too distant future. Now, if you know anything about me, you will know how much I enjoy narrative and theme wedded to gameplay, and that's two things that are done very well by both Van Ryder Games and Lucky Duck Games. So when I saw this on Kickstarter, I knew this was a game I had to have. Dark Quarter is set in New Orleans in the 1980s, so it's going to be dripping with that kind of neon theme and all sorts of voodoo magic. So how can I reflect that in the miniatures that come with the game? Today I'm going to use this kind of unused miniature that hasn't really got a purpose, that was given to me by a friend, and try out some different painting styles to see if I can get that look just right before I commit it to the miniatures that come with the game. And of course, if you're watching this and going, oh, that looks a bit different, we have a new camera and I want to see if it actually works in a video. And if you don't see this, it means it hasn't worked, and we thought, let's never use that camera ever again. So without further ado, let's get some undercoat on this miniature. By Charles Dickens, it is cold in the UK today. There's frost on the ground, snow is forecast. This isn't a day to be outside spraying miniatures, but here we are. I'm going to go for a combination of a black and a grey undercoat. I'm going to do black first, focusing on the bottom of the miniature, then on top of that I'm going to do grey on top of that. Trying to get a bit of definition, a bit of a gradient going on there, which will then be dry brushed white to get the kind of highlight detail in there. I'm going to be using the slap chop technique like I always do, and as always I'm going to try to paint this miniature in less than an hour. It's not going to be a golden demon winning, it's just going to be a trial. So let's get spraying. So the undercoating was of mixed success. As you saw, when I started spraying the black, it pretty much ran out immediately, so it's pretty splattery. So I made up by just... Okay, bonus stage, I'm going to have to now stick this back together. But yeah, so I ran out of black, made up for it by spraying grey. It's a lot more lighter than I hoped, but yeah. So I'm going to glue this, and then I'm going to dry brush it. So holding the mini firmly now with two hands. I do like it when you do the dry brushing and all the detail that you didn't know was there kind of bubbles to the surface. But now I'm going to get some Army Painter speed paint on it, and I think you'll be impressed by who the inspiration for the colours is. Is this the best miniature I've ever painted? Well, no, clearly not. Clearly I based the colours on Dr. Facilier from one of my favourite Disney films, because that is set also in New Orleans. And also I need to clearly add a new paintbrush to my Christmas list, because this has very much got a hook on it. So yeah, kind of hard to be as precise as I'd like. Also, I find it slightly weird that it's brighter than anticipated. I wanted the kind of grittier look, so I'm kind of tempted to just dunk this in Nuln oil and see what happens. I can always bring the colours back up with a white dry brush over the top. But in terms of experimenting, it's a fun project. So I finished the miniature. And the good news is it's a 32mm figure, so I could use this when I play Dark Quarter, even though this process has made me reevaluate a few things. I think it's probably a bit too bright, it's too colourful, it's too neon, and for the kind of theme, the setting of Dark Quarter, I think it needs to be a lot darker. So I need to invest in some more muted colours, or at least start off with a much darker kind of undercoat, which is what I always intended to do anyway. But this has certainly made me even more excited to play Dark Quarter next year. Why wouldn't I be? It's designed by Evan Derrick. It's pretty much going to be right up my street as soon as I play it. So there's going to be more content on the Dark Quarter as we head into 2025. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, do consider subscribing and also join in the comments down below. Are you excited for the Dark Quarter? What Kickstarters do you have coming in 2025? And have you now been tempted to start painting your miniatures? They've got lots more videos on that subject on the channel, so have a watch of those if you are interested. But as always, thanks so much for watching.